Good morning, children. So, hope you all are doing good. So, what we were studying in our previous sessions about our second chapter, the role of chemistry in our life, right? So, in this topic, in this chapter, we were studying the topic chemistry and food. This was the topic that we were studying. So, in this, we have studied about fertilizers, pesticides, and food processing, etc. Right? So, one small brief description I am giving about all these topics. Okay. So first topic, that was fertilizers. What are fertilizers? Fertilizers are those chemicals added to the soil to improve the quality of the soil. Like if there is no nitrogen content in the soil, if the nitrogen is very important thing for the growth of a plant. So, if in the soil nitrogen or phosphorus like that important nutrients are absent, if it is not there, what we have to do? We have to supply that externally. Okay, some chemicals we will add into the soil, so that because of that chemicals, this nitrogen, this phosphorus, magnesium, etc. will increase. As a result, our crop will grow very rapidly. Okay, without any disease or defect, etc. Okay, so that type of chemicals added to the soil to improve the quality of the soil are known as fertilizers. Okay, fertilizers are those chemicals added in the soil to improve the quality of the soil. Okay. Then next we have studied about pesticides. What are pesticides? Pesticides are those chemicals added to remove or to destroy the pest. To remove or destroy the pest, we will add some chemicals on the plant or directly onto the soil. That chemicals are known as pesticides. And what do you mean by pest? Pest means unwanted plants or unwanted insect or unwanted animals which destroy the growth of our crop. Okay, which destroy the growth of our crop. If there are some another insect, small insect or rat, rabbits, etc., which will destroy the crop, or some another plant varieties other than our crop, they all are known as pesticides. What they will do, they are known as pest. And what this pest will do? These pest will absorb the nutrients which are needed for our crop, so that our crop will not grow. Instead, this pest will grow very fastly. So we have to destroy the pest, and the chemicals used for destroying the pest are known as pesticides. Okay. So the pesticides are of three types: insecticides, rodenticides, and insecticides, rodenticides, and weedicides. Three types of pesticides are there: insecticides, rodenticides, and weedicides. What is insecticide? Insecticide means the pesticide or the chemical used to destroy insect. Okay, the chemicals used to destroy insects are known as insecticides. Okay, and what are rodenticides? Rodenticides are the chemicals used to destroy rodents. What are rodents? Rodents means animals like rat, rabbits, etc., snake, etc. And what is weedicides? Weedicides are the chemicals used to remove or to destroy unwanted plants. Unwanted plants are known as weeds. Okay. So these are the three types of pesticides we have studied. And next we have studied food processing. So after the production, after the cultivation, we have the food with us. So next what we have to do? We have to change this food into eatable way. Like for example, so many potatoes we have cultivated. Okay, so many potatoes we have cultivated. And next what we will do? Some will be sent to the vegetable market we will send, and the remaining what they, some people will slice it, cut it into small pieces and dry it and makes potato chips they will make, or some another eatable things they will make from potatoes. Okay, other than potato, anything like that, that is known as processing, converting a food item into another forms, eatable forms, that is food processing. So if we have to make potato chips like Lays, etc., Lays that you have in shop, we will get Lays packets, small packets we will get. No. So these food items, it will be lasting for more than 1 or 2 months. in the shop, right? So with, even though it will not get damaged, it will not get damaged at any time, right? It will not get damaged at any time. So next what we have to do, how it is not getting damaged, how we can store a food item for more than 1 or 2 months without getting damaging, that all things we will study in this food processing. This also we have studied in our previous classes. So for that we will add some chemicals. To prepare such food, the material is made to go through a series of physical as well as chemical treatments. So many steps the food item will be passing through, so many chemical and physical steps to make it in a proper order. And next what we will do, we will mix it with additives. So many additives we will add. What are additives? Additives are some chemicals which are added to the food item to avoid damaging. Okay, and finally we will pack. Okay, so all these steps are together called food processing. Okay, then flavoring agents. What are flavoring agents? What is flavoring agents? Flavoring agent means the chemicals or the substances which are adding on the food item to get a good taste on it. Like we will add a sweet to get a sweet flavor, or if you are adding vanilla essence, you will get a very sweet fruity flavor. Like that, salt, if you will put, you will get a salt, you will get a taste. If we, on the basis of the adding flavoring agents, we will get a good tasty food item. Okay, so this is all we have studied in our previous class. See this point. Nowadays, the use of crude salt is avoided. What is crude salt? Crude salt means the salt which is directly taken from sea water. We know that our sea water is salt in taste. So, it's the earlier time, the sea water will be collected, it will be evaporated, and we will get a sea salt we will get. That salt is known as crude salt. And now in the present country, or in the present condition, people are not using crude salt. Instead, which salt we are using? We will use iodized table salt. Iodized, that means the salt containing iodine. What is iodine? Iodine is a substance which is required for the thyroid regulating agent. Iodine is a thyroid regulating agent. It is needed for the proper growth of our body. Okay, so the salt which is iodized is used in our kitchen or for cooking. Okay, sugar is obtained from sugarcane juice, which is clarified by chemical method. Sugar substitutes or artificial sweeteners like saccharine, aspartame, sucralose are all synthetic chemicals. So these all are the chemicals added for the manufacturing of sugar. Okay, from which plant we are getting sugar? We are getting sugar from sugarcane juice. Okay, and then citric acid is obtained from lemon juice, that we know. From our lemon, orange, etc. we are getting citric acid. And vinegar is acetic and acid and mixed with water. So what is vinegar? What is vinegar? Sirka. Okay, vinegar is obtained from acetic acid. Okay, it is an acetic acid, it is an acid. Okay, then it is prepared from wine. Okay, wine you know. Okay, then alcohol is prepared from molasses by a process called fermentation. We know that alcohol means it is our simple alcohol. Wine is also a type of alcohol. How it is prepared? From fructose or from molasses. That means from some fruits or some sugar we are preparing alcohol. In our higher classes we will study in detail. Now don't want to study, just one notice only, just for one information only it is given here. Okay, then what is preservative? Preservative means the substances which are added, or the chemicals which are added to the food item to avoid its decaying, to avoid it from spoiling. We are adding some chemicals. That chemicals are known as preservatives. Okay, in that we will add antimicrobes. What are antimicrobes? Antimicrobes are some chemicals. Okay, antimicrobes are some chemicals which are added. Okay, which are added on the food item to avoid the formation of microorganism. We know that in some bread and all, bread, in the bread, if we are not using it for some more than 1 or 2 weeks, we can see small a green color fungus will be growing on it, right? That is microorganisms. But if we are using biscuits, chips, like that snacks items, it will not get damaged for more than 1 or 2 months. Why? Because in that type of food items, some chemicals are added that are known as antimicrobes. These are substances used to prevent the growth of microorganisms like bacteria, fungus, etc. Okay, some examples are given here. Then antioxidants means the substance used to remove oxygen. The substance used to remove oxygen, it is known as antioxidant. Antioxidants are the substance used to remove oxygen. Okay, if there is oxygen, the food will get spoiled very fastly. Okay, see in that Lay's packet, chips, potato chips, in that packet, you know that air is filled in it, right? That Lay's packet, it is filled with air. Do you know which air is filled in it? Which gas is filled in it? It is not oxygen. What we will do is, we will put the chips and we will remove the full oxygen. If there is oxygen, the chips will get damaged. Okay, so we have to remove the oxygen and we will add antioxidant in it. Antioxidant means substances which will remove oxygen. Okay, antioxidants will be added into that. That gas filled in the Lay's packet is nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas is a good antioxidant. Okay, it will remove oxygen from the packet and it will preserve our food for many days without damaging. Okay, then so these all are the food processing unit. Okay, clear? Then next we are going to study chemistry and medicine, the role of chemistry in medical field, that we are going to study. So we know that at the earlier time, how medicines were made? Medicines were made from some plants, minerals, etc. From some herb it was made, Ayurvedics. Okay, and so many medicines are given here. Antipyretic. What is antipyretic medicine? Antipyretic medicine means the medicine which is used to remove fever. If we have cough, fever, etc., the doctors will prescribe some medicines. That medicines are used to reduce our fever level. It is antipyretic medicines. Okay, paracetamol, etc. Okay. Then anti-malarial. What is malaria? To remove malaria fever, we will use which medicine? We will use anti-malarial medicine. Then anti-allergetic medicine. What is anti-allergetic? To avoid allergy fever, we will use anti-allergetic like cetirizine. Then antibiotic means we have some common diseases like typhoid, diarrhea, dysentery, jaundice, etc. The doctor will prescribe you to use some tablets. That tablets are antibiotics. Okay, so these all just for one information only given here. This chapter is very simple, but so many detailed it is given. Don't get confused in these all things. Okay, and then we will study chemistry and cosmetics. What is cosmetics? Our fashion what makeup items like our talc powder, then kajal, then lipstick, or any another things like beautifying items, that then spray board, perfumes, etc. These all are cosmetics. So in chemistry and cosmetics, that we are going to study here. Okay, we know that if some girls, some women, or some gents, those who are continuously using some creams or something, some other chemicals on their skin, slowly their skin will start to get damaged. Okay, when they will become more than 30 or 35-year-old, their skin will start to get older, or some pimples, or like that, some defects will be coming on their skin because of the chemicals present in it. That means these all cosmetics contains chemicals. That means chemistry is present in everywhere. Okay, that we are going to study. So cosmetics are of different types. Cosmetics are of several types. Which are they? Cream, powder, solutions, etc. Okay. Cream keeps the skin soft and moistened. For its cosmetic use, it is generally mixed with the following substances. How a cream is prepared, that we are going to study. A mild antiseptic like boric acid to check the growth of any harmful microorganisms on the skin. A white powdery substance like a calamine, vitamin E, then etc. are present in what? In cream. Our face cream, in the cream what is present? Antiseptic things are there, then calamine lotion is present, and vitamin E for improving the color of our skin. These all are the chemicals present in our skin creams. So chemistry is present in cosmetics also. Then talcum powder. Talcum powder means what? Our powder, simple powder. So it is commonly used for what purpose? We are using powder to make our skin dry. Okay. Some bacteria grow in the sweat on the skin. On our skin, what will start to grow? Bacteria will grow. So that a bad smell will be created. We know that if a person is sweating, we will get a foul smell from him or her. Hence, a mild antimicrobe like boric acid along with some perfume is also mixed with it. So small powder will be taken, white color powder. In this powder, for smell, what we will, different powder have different smell, right? So who is giving that smell? A perfume will be added. And to avoid the growth of microorganisms or bacteria, what we will do? We will add boric acid into it. Okay. Then next, talcum powder is obtained from the mineral named talc. It is prepared from what? It is prepared from a mineral called talc. Then the chemical compound in talc is hydrated magnesium silicate. What is the chemical present in powder? That is hydrated magnesium silicate, which contains magnesium, silicon and oxygen plus the elements of water. Some water is also present. Okay. Rogue is a red powdery substance and oxide of iron prepared by a chemical method. It is used with face powder to give a reddish hue to the skin. Our rose powder, you will use, some of you will use rose powder, right? Girls will use rose powders. What is it? It is our simple talc powder. In that some iron content is added, so that when we will apply on our skin will get a reddish color. Okay. The list of chemicals used in cosmetics is long. So many chemicals are used. Okay. The prolonged use of some of them may harm the skin. So continuously, daily, if you are using these chemicals, what happens? Slowly our skin will start to get damaged. So all of you read your textbook up to here, and we will be continuing the session in the coming classes. Thank you all of you. Take care.